the seat with the clearest view, and she's hooked to the silver screen. But the film is a saddening bore, for she's lived it 10 times or more. She could spit in the eyes of fools as they ask her to focus on sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the old man beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, wonder if he'll ever know he's in the best-selling show. Is there life on It's on America's tortured brow. Mickey Mouse has grown up a cow. The workers have struck for fame, 'cause Lenin's on sale again. See the mice in their million hordes, from Ibiza to the Norfolk Broads. Rule Britannia is all the bounds to my mother, my dog and clowns. But the film is a saddening bore, for I wrote it 10 times or more. It's about to be read again, as I ask you to focus on sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the lawman beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, wonder if he'll ever know he's in the best-selling show. Is there life on Mars?
number 4, Booty!
Yeah!
All right.
Yes!
Seriously, we do this much better when
That
we're
was
live.
fantastic. That's better than we do it live.
Yeah.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Planned
Yes.
Comedy live stream. We might be saying that a lot tonight. Thank you all for tuning into the Ciders American Dream Theater's YouTube page, and follow them. Follow their YouTube page. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram, and follow them in the grocery store after the whole social distancing thing. You can also follow us. We're Plan B Comedy. We are also on Facebook and Instagram, and sometimes in the grocery store. Please keep your distance. Guys, you want to start? You want to start our thing here?
Yeah.
We want to
Absolutely.
say, we could ask you, how are you guys doing out there in the world? Oh, that's fantastic!
Wow.
Great.
That's great. Cool. Well, we're gonna go ahead and start with the game we like to play. The game is called Challenge, everyone. Yes, and the way this game works is we're going to get a suggestion. Well, I guess we should say that we did get some suggestions from some of you earlier, didn't we, guys? Didn't we get some suggestions from everyone?
I sent out
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, and that was really kind. You guys are fantastic. We love the support that we've received online for this event right now. So thank you all so much for that. So we got some suggestions, and we will be getting suggestions from you throughout the night. So if you're able to chat on the YouTube chat, do so. We were able to see what you're writing. So we're going to play this game Challenge. Our next game that we're going to play after this game, so you can maybe be thinking about it, is a game called Emotional Freeze, where we will want to get, 5 or 6 emotions. So we'll be looking for some emotions, whatever those emotions might be. And maybe they're actually emotions. That would be great to get actual emotions. Would be good. I know we've all been dealing with emotions.
We can do it.
You can do it. And then maybe perhaps, I don't know, what else do we want other than an emotion, anyone? What would you guys like to have to get it going other than an emotion?
I need a petty crime.
Yeah.
Oh, a petty crime.
Yeah.
So a petty crime and a list of emotions would be a great way to get that game started. So other than that, guys, you might hear some applause when a game is over. That's how you know that a game has concluded. And we're just going to have a lot of fun. Okay, we should go, right? Don't you think, guys? Should we go?
Let's go!
Yeah, let's do this. I'm ready.
All right, so the game we're going to play right now is called Challenge, everyone. And the way that Challenge works is we're going to get a suggestion. Based on that suggestion, someone will begin to speak on that topic as though they are an expert. At some point, someone will challenge what was just said. At that point, they will posit their challenge to the group. And then the group will either boo or cheer for the challenger. If we decide to boo the challenger will, just stop talking. And if we cheer for the challenger, however, the challenger will continue to take the stage and continue on their new diatribe on what they have mentioned. All right, so how are we all feeling? We're feeling good, guys?
Feeling great?
Good. So all we need is a suggestion. We need a suggestion for the challenge. Do we have one from perhaps? Oh, I have several popping up here. I see death is a suggestion. Very apropos. Let's go with death. Thank you so much for death.
Keeping it light.
Keeping it light. The game is challenge. The subject is death. Let's give everyone some encouragement. What do you say? Yay! Anyone can start whenever they're ready.
Death sometimes can be better than life because it's after. And because it's after, we never know.
Challenge. Death can't be better than life because you'd have to be able to experience death while you're alive to make that determination.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You can't experience death and life at the same time and maintain objectivity. It's
Challenge.
impossible.
I have been on stage many times and experienced death during life.
Bro.
As a matter of fact, we're going to have some stand-up comedy in our show tonight. I will probably be dying a good bit at that time as well. And also, there's people that like die on emergency room operating tables. There's people that come back into their bodies and all that stuff. So you can be dead and alive at the same time, like if you eat some bad shellfish. A lot of people think that some people are maybe
Challenge!
not alive.
No, it's just pure death if you're allergic to shellfish, Ryan.
It's true.
Yeah.
You got a point.
Yeah, go for it.
Get out of there.
Allergies to shellfish. Most people think it's the thing that's inside of the shell, but really it's the shell. I know it's a misnomer that most people weren't sure about, and I spent 6 years in the Arctic Ocean studying shellfish, and they have a lot of rejuvenating qualities that, you know, really are the reason why allergies exist.
Challenge! Because obviously none of that is actually true.
Wow. Wow.
But I loved every moment of that. That was by far one of the most impressive speeches I've ever heard, actually. I've gone through many TED Talks, and honestly, Heidi Joy, you have a gift. And I just...
Yay!
No one's gonna challenge that?
Well done, everybody. That's
No one's gonna
challenge.
challenge
Good
that.
job. Good job. Wait a second. But she blows a kiss at the very end. Delightful. All right, we're moving along right now, ladies and gentlemen. This will not involve everyone in the group. This is going to be a game just for Brendan and Heidi Joy. It's the emotional freeze game that we were talking about earlier. I see here that we do have some suggestions, and I see disgust. Okay, I see scared. All right.
I can't get in.
And I see. This is good. I see happy. Oh, a nice a light one. Thank you for happy. That's a good one right there. And I also see elated. Oh, that's a little bit more than happy. Okay, cool. We'll take it. And apathy. Okay. And aggressively kind. Okay, thank you. That's good. Aggressively kind. That's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, that's enough emotions. Thank you all. Oh, wait, one more just came in. Verklempt. We'll take it. Okay, verklempt. All right, and we needed a petty crime, and the petty crime we had was, oh, look, it's Chris is taking the place of Heidi Joy because Heidi Joy got frozen, which happens apparently on Zoom chats. And the petty crime we have is being in public with no mask. All right, that's the that's the petty crime, in public with no mask. This is the emotional freeze game. How it's gonna go is I'm gonna close my video, but you'll hear me say freeze, and I will shout out new emotions. They will start an improv based on the suggestion that is given to them of a petty crime of being caught in public without a mask. And then I will freeze them, give them emotion. They will continue the scene with that new emotion. The next game we'll be playing is Alphabet. So we would have, please, a letter from, oh, look, Heidi Joy is trying to get back in there, and I don't think we don't have her yet. It's all right, guys. We hope we get her back soon. This is better than a regular show. All right. So, and we are going to, for the next game, Alphabet, we need a letter from the alphabet, and we'll take another petty crime. All right, here we go. The game is emotions. The scenario is being caught in public without a mask. Let's give a round of encouragement to Brendan and Chris Garcia. Yay!
Yay!
I gotcha. What? What? Oh no! Oh. Hey, Rudolfo, I'm looking at you right now. I see you. We are in the middle of a park.
I'm sorry. I got so hot, Tony. I got so hot in the mask. I just had to take it off.
Hey, I know you're hot when you wear that mask. You look good in it. It's very
Thanks.
attractive.
It's designer. It's a designer mask. I had them put the sparkles on it and everything.
Freeze. Happy.
I'm so glad you took the mask off. Oh, Ronaldo, I've just been thinking, what do you look like under there? And I never knew you were a gorilla. And now I realize you're not a gorilla. You're just a hot boy.
Sorry, Tony. Didn't mean to disappoint you.
I am very happy.
Oh, well,
Freeze. Elated.
I
I'm even
just
happier.
couldn't wait to show you my unhairy face.
Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful.
I do know sign language, though. And I
Okay.
know that you know sign language.
Of course.
And I've been waiting.
Yes.
Because I took a sign language course with a bunch of gorillas.
Huh?
So obviously,
Scared.
A sign language course with gorillas?
it was
But you-
terrible. They broke my fingers trying to teach me things. I don't want to go back.
Haven't you seen? You can't make them get smarter, Ronaldo. You need to put the mask on, pretend you're a gorilla, and get back out.
Okay.
Freeze. Disgust.
Oh, you're so with that on.
Freeze. Verklempt.
But here it is. Here is that mask you've been waiting for this whole time.
Freeze. Apathy.
You know, wear the mask. It's gonna be Planet of the Apes either way, baby.
You know what? To hell with it. I'm gonna cut half of it off, and I'm just gonna walk around. And if someone wants to send me to jail for it, who cares?
You know, what are they gonna do, gorilla mask wearing guy? It's fine.
It can't be any worse than what it is now.
No.
Freeze. Aggressively kind.
I am going to love you for who you are.
Well, not if I just hug the hell out of you and how
I wish
beautiful
you would.
are.
Yay, everybody.
All right.
That was a great job, everyone.
That
Good
was
job,
a
Heidi.
great
Just
job.
Just in time.
Guys, keep your mics unmuted so we can hear your uproarious laughter during the show.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
We
Don't
wanna-
worry, I knew y'all were
Was that
laughing.
out of the game I was in?
Yeah. Good job, Heidi Joy. You were like a specter. It was cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I host this next game for you?
Yeah.
I said, can I host this game that you're next in, Jason?
Sure, why not?
Oh my gosh, because this next game is called the Alphabet Game. And Jason and Beanie are in it.
I'm in that one. Yes.
That's right. So this means it's a game where they're going to take turns talking, starting with the letter that you guys provided in the comments, which one of us can yell that out. What letter is it? H. How appropriate. Like
H.
Heidi Joy. So they're going to go back and forth. So H, I, J, however it goes. And then we're going to...
However the alphabet goes. Making it up.
What are the rules?
What is happening?
So, can someone else out there that's got access to the comments say, where are they? Where's the location that they can be in? Butterflies on
Is there a location in our
what's something we can use? in
Zimbabwe?
there?
Ooh.
Zimbabwe. That's a good
Zimbabwe.
one.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, let's give him a round of encouragement. And there's Zimbabwe. This is the alphabet game letter H.
Hey!
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
I remember you. You were my tour guide the last time I was here in Zimbabwe.
Justin. Yeah, that's me, Justin. It's good to see you back. I didn't think you'd come back after that horrible accident with the hippopotamus.
Killed him. Hit him with the stick, and the next thing I knew, he was
Left
gone.
him for dead. Just left him for dead. Just left him right there. And but it's okay because you know, me and the other tour guides, you know, they don't pay us very much out here in Zimbabwe, so we were able to feed off the carcass for quite some time.
Made a really good soup. It was like 2-3 months. I had this hippopotamus soup that I can't even really begin to explain. It was delicious.
No way! I mean, I didn't even see you take any back with you. That's crazy. We were just feeding off the carcass. You must have just taken a handful of that hippo with you, and that's really cool.
Lester, right? Lester's your name. I remember now. Lester the tour guide. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sometimes I forget and call myself James. But Lester James, really, it's a family name. We, please let me help you out here. You
Quiet down.
had
It
a
seemed
problem when you killed that hippo.
question for you, James Lester. Question for you. Now, when I'm flying back,
Right.
is it true that I have to take my shoes off?
Right. When you're flying back, yes, you do have to take your shoes off.
See? I told you so. Sorry about that. I was talking to my niece. She was saying that I would not have to. What?
That's okay. That's okay. Get it all the time. People are often talking to me and talking to their nieces at the same time. It's a thing of being in Zimbabwe.
Yeah, unfortunately, it seems like this will be my last trip, James Lester. Last trip. I'm moving to
Zaire?
Djibouti.
Sounds. It's pretty crazy. You're moving all the way to Djibouti.
Absolutely.
boy, I tell you what, jet lag will do a thing to somebody, won't it? That trip, you know, you fly all the way here from you know, Concord, Massachusetts, and now you're getting ready to move to Djibouti, and you know, we're moving all over the place.
Concord's great in the springtime.
Don't need to tell me.
Every time I make the trip in spring, it seems that the grapes are just so ripe. They pop in your mouth when you bite them.
For real. And the foliage, you know, in the fall time is just worth the trip all by itself.
Greenery, beautiful. The rolling hills. Beautiful.
Hey, well, it's been great catching up with you, but we're going to have to go kill another hippopotamus.
Yay! They made it! Flawless. That's exactly how the alphabet goes.
I took some notes.
Guys.
I had to adjust my alphabet over there.
That was great. Yay! All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special treat for you. We're going to do a little bit of a one-person show here, a little stand-up comedy, if you will. And this next performer was doing it in their own unique style. Please, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, to the screen, the very talented, the very funny, Mr. Ryan Clemens, everyone. Ryan Clemens!
Yay, Ryan!
Hey, well, thank you very much, Jason. That's very kind. Jason, Brendan, everybody at Plan B knows me as kind of the, how do I say, sophisticated person in the group, the intellectual. And I wanted to offer a little bit of my knowledge here. And of course, I am, if nothing else, a student of history. And in these unusual, unprecedented times, sometimes it's good to sort of look back and recognize where we've come from and what we've surpassed as we think about how to deal with things today. So if I may, I've got a special little PowerPoint that I would like to share with you, and I hope you see it now there. You see it, everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is this day in history. I'd like to tell you about all of the exciting things that I've come up with here. All of these absolutely true, by the way, that I have found out from different April 10ths in various places throughout history. So we'll go ahead and get started. Some applause, applause, applause.
Yay!
This day in history, April 10th, 1167 in England. That was, interestingly, the coronation of the famed King Richard the Lion-Farted. This day in history. In Barbados, April 10th, 1718, that was when the pirate Blackbeard opened up the first at-sea all-pirate library.
Aw.
This day in history. Oh, the Pennsylvania colony, April 10th, 1759. Benjamin Franklin attends his very first Kiss concert. And on this day in history, France, April 10th, 1814. Now, this is incredibly relevant. There was a plague that happened at that time during the Napoleonic Empire, and a plague where they actually had to institute social distancing. And it was difficult because they were all about, as the French are, having sex. And so that's actually, because of the social distancing, that's how he got the name Napoleon Bonaparte.
My God. Oh my God.
This day in
You
history.
clever son of a gun.
In the Republic of Texas, oh, famous day. Every red-blooded, every dessert-loving American knows April 10th, 1836. That was the day that David Bowie and Pumpkin Spice Rocket lost their lives in the Battle of the Alamo. And on this day in history, oh, a lot of people think this was the very first event that led to World War I. But in Austria, in Vienna, it was the reading of Emperor Francis Joseph's CVS receipt. And on this day in history,
Oh, wow.
at the North Pole, this was a reunion of old Saint Nicholas and his good friend Saint Nicholas.
There he is.
Yes.
No nipple, no.
History. Oh, Zimbabwe! What are the coincidences?
What?
Can you believe it? Zimbabwe, April 10th, 1949. That was when zoologists on expedition discovered evidence of the very first discovery of the unhippopotamus. And this day in history, April 10th, 1993, in the Everglades, that was when, in the Reptilian Supreme Court, they welcomed Justice Ruth Gator Ginsburg. And of course, this day in history, on Facebook land, look at this. Plan B Comedy has their first live Facebook YouTube show there on the internet. Applause, applause, applause! Yeah. This is a little bit sad, but on this day in history, April 10th, 2020, the Easter Bunny has been reported to be sick in bed, and he will be replaced, of course. His duties will be performed by the Good Friday Beaver. That's my This Day in History. I hope you enjoyed it. That's the end. Hooray!
Yay!
Powerful.
Powerful stuff.
So powerful.
Why did we even
All
go to
true.
school? I should have just listened to Ryan this whole time.
Yeah, Ryan, that was
Yeah.
not serious knowledge.
We should have recorded that so people could play it for their children.
Oh.
I think that's
It's on
exactly what
YouTube.
people. I'm pretty sure that's what people are doing right now.
Come
You're
on,
welcome.
children.
Gather
Santa
around,
has a brother?
Ryan, tell you the truth about history.
That's right.
All right.
You know, we'll let you know what's really going on.
That's right. Well, next, ladies and gentlemen, we have a great, wonderful game for you. A game called Sound Effects. That's right, Sound Effects. This involves 4 members of our party. We have Chris, Leanna, Michelle, and Brendan, ladies and gentlemen. This is fantastic. And the fun part about this is that 2 of these improvisers will be making sound effects for 2 of the other improvisers. Who wants to do that?
I'll make some sound effects.
Okay,
I will.
great. Michelle, why don't you make sound effects for Brendan? And Leanna, why
Thank
don't
you.
you make sound effects for Chris?
All right.
Awesome.
Super cool. And Heidi Joy, can you give us a very busy location where these people might be doing something where there's lots of sound and stuff like that?
Yes, there's a lot of sound and people at the bicycle shop.
Oh yeah, I mean every time I
Bicycle
go in
shop.
there, it's a cacophony of
Mhm.
bicycle noises.
Yes.
So why don't we give them a test run though before we start? Brendan, can you do
Oh
something?
man, I just gotta check out these bicycle gears. I'm just gonna turn this crank.
Yeah, all right. That was great. That was great. All right, now Chris, let's see, give Leanna a shot.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna rev up my motorized bicycle.
Wow, super cool. All right, great. Well, everyone, we got the game. The game is sound effects. They are in a very super ultra noisy all the time bicycle shop, and I'm going to stop my video screen, and we'll be right back with you in a second. Give them some encouragement, everybody. Yeah.
Yay!
Oh, Seamus, welcome to the old-fashioned bicycle shop.
Mr. McCormick, I can't hear a thing you're saying.
You can't hear a thing I'm saying.
Well, there's a lot of bells ringing and tires ka-chinging.
Ching, ching, ting, ting.
Oh yes, that is my collection of old bells and tires.
Ah, I see.
Oh, sorry. I just threw a body down into the basement. It's still alive.
It looks like, should we take care of that?
Yes,
We
because
can go.
as
Yeah.
you know, this is a bicycle shop / murder factory.
Exactly. Why else would I come here? I don't know what accent. Whatever. Let's go get him.
Okay, now we need to polish all the weapons.
Ah, sounds great. Here we go. We got some polish. Gonna polish this off.
Okay. Oh, sorry. That's me grandma having some groom.
You know your granny. She's just always making noises and stuff. I hear her dog just going off.
Well, who took my beer? I've been looking for it.
Yeah, that's Granny's dog. He's looking for her beer. Oh, so as long as we're talking about Granny, you know that she has been practicing the trombone.
I have some good trombone.
Do you think she's looking for a duet? Because I just so happened to bring my clarinet here.
Oh, the best bicycle shop ever been. Oh, so many murder grannies playing music. I tell you, Seamus.
I just can't stay away from places like this, Mr. McCormick.
Well, I know. That's why I need to tell you that I'm dying tonight and giving it to you in me will.
Do I have to keep that dead guy down there? He's still making noises.
Yes, you do. Because dead guy me. I already died in a ghost. Listen to my ghost sounds.
Oh, I'm a ghost.
Perfect. Thank you for the
That
sound
was
effect.
excellent, guys. That was
Nailed it.
wonderful. What great job everybody did. That was great.
Absolutely. All right. Our next game is a game called Numbers. And in the game Numbers, we need Jason and Beatty. Is Beatty available?
No, we could put Heidi Joy in there.
Heidi Joy is already in it, but
Oh,
let's put Michelle in there with them. Come on back, Michelle. Come on back.
Yeah.
All right.
You got this,
Oh.
Michelle. I'm out.
All right. Oh, she's just saying, okay. So this will be Jason, Heidi Joy, and Michelle. And what's going to happen is I'm going to give you some numbers, and then I'm going to take a location from our suggestions from the audience.
Okay.
So I'm going to get a number between 1 and 12 for Jason. I'm randomly selecting on this piece of paper, and it's 4. Your number is 4,
Okay,
Jason.
4.
And a number between 1 and 12 for Heidi Joy, and that's going to be 7. You're 7, Heidi Joy.
Yes.
And a number between 1 and 12. And Michelle, you're at 6. So we've got Jason with 4, Heidi Joy with 7, and Michelle with 6. And every time that they speak, they can only speak, their line has to be that number of words, 4, 6, or 7, before the next person speaks, and they can't speak again until until their next turn. So now let's look at this chat for a location. I see, and I've got to take Dracula's Castle.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I gotta take it. All right, so the game is Numbers. The location is Dracula's Castle. Everybody on the Zoom chat, let's give him a big round of applause.
Yeah.
And take it away.
Welcome, me cousins, to my castle. Here.
Thanks, Count Dracula, sir.
This is like really intense castling.
Hey, wanna sunbathe?
Ha! Ha! You try to kill me.
Look, we didn't invite you here.
Yeah, and we are
Really looking for someone else.
to show us around.
Oh, I see. Too bad. My castle.
Okay. Well, got chips?
What?
I could go for some chips.
Yeah, we like chips.
Yes, next to Salt Chamber is chips.
You have salt chambers?
That's pretty sweet. I've never seen.
A salt chamber before?
Yes, no worries. Come with me down.
There? Down there? Really?
Not sure. No, I mean,
It's safe. Only humans die. You're okay.
Well,
It's okay. Only humans die, guys. It's only
that's
humans.
right. That's right.
Only humans.
I'm sensing a theme.
All right, so we're going to try something that we have not practiced. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yes. All right, so this is going to be a dating game. And so what's going to happen is, Ryan,
Yes.
I'm going to have you be the person trying to find a date,
Oh.
which means what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you go ahead and mute your audio in a second. And then when you see everybody waving, that's when you can unmute your audio.
Okay.
They're going to get, before you do it, they're going to get a different I don't want to say kink, a different quirk. Quirk is better than kink. Maybe.
Yeah.
I thought you said cake.
For each of these
It's also
people,
good.
and you won't know. So your host is the host of the dating game is going to have them ask them a series of questions, probably 2 questions each, and you have to try and figure out what their quirk is. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead and unmute or mute.
Okay.
yourself.
Muting now.
All right, Ryan, hear us. Perfect. Test passed. All right. So we didn't ask for this. So we're going to ask people for the group. So we need a red flag or a quirk for Michelle Jenkins. Anybody got any ideas?
She sneezes.
She sneezes.
God, I hate when people do that.
After
mentioning states.
After mentioning states.
Yeah,
She
there you go.
mentions any states, she starts sneezing. That's good. Perfect. Good teamwork, guys. All right, let's get a idiosyncrasy quirk for Anna Chris.
She
Eats pizza with pineapples on it.
The
It's not a
worst.
quirk. It's a personality.
I
Okay.
actually like pineapple.
How about this? Is pineapple on it, and she's really proud of it.
Oh, okay, yeah, dig it.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Frosted
Pineapple
with
is-
pineapple pieces.
All right, and just to switch it up because this is 2020, Chris is the person who might date Ryan. So let's get a idiosyncrasy. No, you're gonna be the host, Heidi Joy. You're gonna be the host. What'd you say?
An idiosyncrasy
so-
for Chris?
An idiosyncrasy for Chris.
Chris thinks that he is a candle.
No, but for the game, Jason, for the game.
Not a good time
Nice.
for personal things.
You think you're a Yankee candle for the
Oh, very. All right, so
Yeah.
what's gonna happen is in a second we're gonna wave at Ryan and Heidi Joy. You're gonna take over most of this game show, and I'm looking at their suggestion. The name of your game, Grandma's Bathroom.
Is what? Grandma's bathroom?
Grandma's Bathroom is the name of this game show because that was in a suggestion.
Am I contestant 2 since I got my thing second?
Sure. We'll say Michelle was 1, Leanna's 2, and Chris is 3. Looking for a date from Ryan. So everybody wave at Ryan and take your game off. Bye.
Wait. Oh.
Hello, Ryan. Are you
Oh,
here?
this one.
Have you been listening the whole time, Ryan?
No.
Hello, Ryan. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh my gosh! Welcome to the game show, Grandma's Bathroom.
Oh.
This is the dating show. That's right, in your grandma's bathroom, and in the room next to it, right here are 3 people interested on taking you on a date.
Ooh.
So I've got 3 contestants, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Our first one here is.
Hi, my name is Michelle, and I am so world traveled. I think you would really, really love to go on a date with me. The thing you have to know about me is that I am originally from New York, but now I live in Virginia.
Okay, I got an extra pack of Kleenex for you. Okay, moving on. Number 2 in Grandma's bathroom, not to be confused with the number 2 in Grandma's bathroom.
Oh gosh, no. My name is Leanna, but please just call me your little pineapple. I really love the color yellow, as you can see. I really just am here to all around have a good time, and I'm very excited about maybe going out to like Italian food or something with
Ooh.
you. That would be great.
Oh my gosh, Italian food. Delicious. And we've got a third one. Don't settle just yet. Contestant number 3, please introduce yourself here in Grandma's bathroom.
Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Derek, but you can call me Shooting Star Aurora. And I'm really excited to have an opportunity to light up your world.
Wow. And you smell great. It's amazing.
Thanks, I always do.
I wish you guys could all just smell them. It's amazing. So, okay, Ryan, it's now up to you. I'm going to give you an opportunity to ask each of them a question to help you figure out who you're going to take home from Grandma's bathroom. So,
All
go
right.
ahead.
Well, thank you. I'm not sure if this is my grandma's bathroom or Heidi's grandma's bathroom, but there is a wonderful scent of Lysol. I'd like to ask a question of you, bachelor, whatever we are. Number one, what is a dream date that you would take me on?
I think if I could take you anywhere, we would go on a road trip. We would start here in Virginia, and then we would go all the way to the West Coast until we saw the Pacific Ocean in California.
Oh, great. Bachelorette number two, the same question. What's your dream date for me?
Oh, well, we'd have to get to know each other. So I say we do that Italian that I mentioned. Maybe go get us some pizza. I'm such a traditionalist. I like a chewy crust. But let me tell you that it is not wrong to put some pineapple on that pie. Nobody will look down on you. In fact, it's not even real pizza that we get here in the States. You might as well just enjoy what you love. And I think that we could bond and maybe just have a great night out.
Ah, terrific. So citrus and Italian foods, huh? Oh, well, let's see what bachelor number three has to say to this dream date. Where are we going, baby?
Perfect. My dream date is really anywhere that's comfortable, maybe a little dark, and we could sit around and watch John Wick while smelling beautiful scents like candy apple or cinnamon pie, maybe pumpkin pie or ocean breeze. Who knows?
Wow. Ryan, I just have to say, you just have quite the choices tonight. I am so glad
I think I'm ready
not
to
you
pick.
right now.
I think I'm ready to pick, Heidi. Is that okay?
Oh my God, yes, please. I insist. I don't want to delay love any longer.
Well, bachelorette number one, under other circumstances, I'd be very interested in spending time with you. I might still, assuming your condition is hay fever, but I'm a little concerned at the moment that you might have the dreaded coronavirus. That's not it? Oh.
It's really a state of mind. I mean, I can control it. It's just when I get to the, that place of the state of mind,
Oh, because you're a hypochondriac.
It's like she has a reaction to the state of mind.
On this. What was that, Heidi?
She has a reaction to the state of mind. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you may not have this problem if you've lived in Virginia your entire life, but I haven't always lived here.
You sneeze every time you get a state name.
Hey! There you go.
Actually, crap, I'm more interested in you than I thought. But I'm afraid things, contestant number two, bachelorette number two, they are not going to work out between us because everyone knows it is a sin to put pineapple on a pizza.
Oh, you are right. It does not work out. You have no thanks.
But bachelor number three, I think we have, especially here in my grandmother's bathroom, bright, future ready to light, because you are into Yankee Candles.
Yankee Candle, yes!
He even got the Yankee bit.
Oh, that's great, John Wick.
Thanks for joining us here in Grandma's Bathroom Date Again. You guys have a great rest of your night.
Yay!
Oh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep moving the show right along. Let's go to movie review. What do you say?
Yeah.
Let's do a movie review. Somebody want to host this movie review for us?
Oh,
Yeah, sure. I'll host movie review. So our players for movie review are going to be Leanna, Brendan, Michelle, and Jason. So who is going to be the reviewers?
Oh, we could be there.
What? Welcome back, Meaty. Okay, so Leanna and Brendan can be the reviewers.
yes.
And Michelle and Jason can be our actors for these 3 movies that they're going to review. So we
Love it.
need 3 genres of movie, and I will just go ahead and crowdsource from our population here in Zoom. So Ryan, can I get a genre of movie?
Oh, genre of movie? Ken Burns documentary.
right. Ken Burns documentary. Perfect. P.D. Barnes, can I get a genre?
Spaghetti Western.
Ooh, okay. Spaghetti Western, y'all got that. And last but not least, I guess that's me. Would I be the only? Yeah. We will go with anime.
Perfect.
Okay. Perfect.
Perfect.
And we've got one right here. Yeah.
We have
Title of the show
we have
is
some audience
Best of
suggestions.
Worst.
Yeah, we
Oh,
have some
nice.
audience suggestions.
We have audience suggestions now. Okay, so do we want to?
Genres. Spaghetti Western.
Okay.
We also have spy thriller and horror.
Senior comedy.
Senior comedy.
Senior is good.
What is that like?
We'll find out.
Okay, so is that what we're doing? Spy thriller.
Hey, real quickly, can we just say that the next game we're going to play, because we haven't been doing a good job of this, but we'll do it right now. We're going to play New Choice next. So if we can have a location for the New Choice, that would be fantastic.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
So are we doing spy thriller, horror, and senior comedy?
Yes, and the name of the show is Best of Worst.
Nice.
Yeah, so everybody, let's give y'all a round of applause.
Michelle,
And let's
thank
get
you
the show
for doing
started.
this. Yay!
Alice.
Yeah, Cameron.
Oh, Alice, these dumpy movies. My word.
Like, I got like the best worst internet connection when I was streaming these during the quarantine too. So they were just
Yeah.
like terrible movies that just kept stuttering.
Ugh, kept freezing and everything.
These movies. Oh, I've seen plenty of bad movies, but these are the best of the worst.
Honestly, I really appreciate the effort they went through. Like
I know.
like this one, like the spy thriller that we had to watch. Whoa! Like
Ooh,
clearly
yeah.
their budget was all of like $12. They weren't even in the same frame ever. Like
No. Back and forth, and the two protagonists looked like they were in 2 different rooms entirely. Ugh.
honestly, like the scene that I want to show is when both the actors are clearly in separate rooms, but they're supposed to be having a very romantic conversation.
Yeah, but as we know, because this is a spy thriller. By the way, the name is Last Train from Boston, and they both have Boston accents. So they are in this romantic scene together, but they're also going to betray each other at any moment.
Because they're actual spies.
Yeah.
It's a mess, but the actors are just so good and their accents are so great that I really appreciated it. Like, you're gonna love these actors and the effort they put in. Some might call it overacting. I just called it magic.
Just magic. I mean, it was the best of the worst. So in this scene, they're in love. Yes, I think. And they are they're fighting, and one of them has really bad breath. Let's watch the scene.
Asshole. I'm in love with you. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, with the RHs and things like that, okay? Look, I just want to say that I think it's good for us to finally be realizing that we can work together, right?
Yeah, I think it's about time that we started working together. All this time we've been working apart. It's not been working out so good.
Oh, yeah. No, it's not working out so good.
But you look good.
So good. 'Cause
You always
keep
look this
talking
good.
Oh, wait. Pause. Let's fast forward to the moment where the two characters kiss, which seems really impossible. But we have to see this moment. It's such a powerful moment. I remember the girl says something so mad. Her name is Susan. Says something really romantic, and then they kissed. Go.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they just go in, but again, not in the same frame. It's crazy.
Oh, but the kiss, it almost looks real. Let's watch. Play.
Listen, Bobby. I think you're hot. We should make
Yeah,
out.
Susan. I'm glad we.
Stop. Oh, that's it was the best of the worst.
It gets me every time. That's
Oh,
how you
yeah.
know it's magic. It's so good.
Oh, so powerful.
Makes
Oh.
me feel great. This next one, even though that was the thriller, this next one, this horror, just made me feel awful.
Oh, so scary.
It was terrifying. There are people like in elevators, and they're
Yes.
trying to communicate to each other because they're
Yeah.
stuck.
But, like-
there's a killer stalking them.
Yeah, they're trying to communicate because it's really weird. The guy whose name is Ralph, and he has a Texas accent, as we all know. He is on the upper right elevator, trying to communicate through the door with Lisa, who has a really thick Midwestern accent, who is on the bottom left, trying to talk up to him, while the killer stalks them both.
Yeah, and so this is where they kind of have that deep personal connection where they realize they're both scared, but they're gonna fight back, and they start to develop a plan. It's great.
And eventually they kiss.
Watch it.
Okay, play.
Hey there, Lisa. Lisa, I gotta tell you something. Hey, wait, yeah. Lisa, I think us being stuck in these here.
Wait, pause. I feel like in this moment she was looking in the wrong direction, but I'm sure the director fixed that. Play.
Lisa, I feel that. Oh, there you are.
Sorry, Jim. I can't get the elevator to stop.
It's all right, neither can I. It's part of the killer's plan. But the only thing we can do is work together. I mean, oh, there I go down again. Oh, no.
At least we're going down together.
Which only kindles our love ship together, Lisa. I know it's going to seem impossible to do from this precarious situation. But here we go. Keep prayer-dogging into each other's spots.
Wait,
I'll do
Jim.
what-
I love you.
No, Lisa, hold on. Let me grab your hand.
Oh my gosh, this
Oh.
it's just so nice to watch during these like anxious times. And
Yeah.
I mean, I know that, like I said, it was terrible, but it made me feel so good.
I know. I mean, we all feel isolated like that, right?
Yeah, it was the best. It was the best.
All right, but I think we saved the best of the worst for last.
Yeah,
It's a senior comedy, and what it is, it's interesting because one of them is a senior citizen and one of them is a senior in high school.
Yep. This one was great because you like identify with both the geriatric person
Mhm.
and also the high schooler, even though
they're trying to rob a bank together, which is weird.
yeah, but this bank robbery scene is so good because you see what they're telling the teller, but really what they're telling their tellers, they mean to be telling each other.
Oh, you got it. Oh, you're so deep, so powerful. I think that's enough setup. Let's watch the scene. And remember, I should point out the senior is very, very old, so it's kind of tricky to follow. And the teenager is very, very cool. Let's watch.
Kyle? Kyle?
Look, yeah. Okay, look, no, come on. You look great. Oh, that's it.
Think you can do the bank job?
Yeah, we're doing. Just let me. I'll handle it. All right. Look. Give us all your money. See, because things are tough out there. People need medication, and they need love, and they need to look past the differences that separate them from one another, right? And they need to realize.
Need any doves?
Yeah. And sometimes at the end of the day, everybody just needs a little bit of a foot rub. And sometimes at the end of the day,
Pause. I should point out that the reason this is a comedy is because at this exact moment in the film, they switch bodies. Go!
Oh, God!
Kyle?
Ah!
Thank you for watching Best of the Worst.
Yay! My favorite episode. It might actually be the best of the best of the worst.
Best of the best of the worst. We'll be back next week.
That was fantastic. Thank you. Woo! Round of applause, everybody.
Wow, amazing.
Fantastic.
All right, we are playing a game next called New Choice. And in this game, we are going to have two improvisers and one person calling New Choice. Who's doing what?
I'll improv.
Okay.
I'll call New Choice.
Okay, so we've got Heidi Joy. Are you going to be in this for us?
Yes, I'm here.
Nice. Heidi Joy and Chris are going to be doing a scene. And Ryan, as he sees fit, can call New Choice to make them change any decision they have made in the improv. So we've got a location here for you that is from, I believe, My Greatest Enemy. Let me just confirm. Yes, Sam Flint has sent this in. I hate him forever. And if the improv is not great, you can all remember that it's Sam Flint. And if it is good, it is because they overcame Sam Flint. So the location is Velveeta Cheese Factory. Yes, the game is New Choice. Let's all give him a big round of applause. Yay! And take it away.
New hammering motion.
Oh my gosh, Terry. We need the ear protection. Here, just
New orifice that needs protection.
we need mouth guards.
New orifice that needs protection.
We need smell guards for the cheese.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yes. Terrence, it's just.
Yeah.
I hate to tell you, but the Velveeta cheese isn't real.
The new thing the Velveeta cheese isn't.
The Velveeta cheese doesn't give you magic powers.
You mean I ate 5 pounds of Velveeta cheese and I still can't fly?
New amount.
I ate 83 grams of Velveeta cheese for nothing.
New amount.
I ate 25 ounces 8 times in a row.
New orifice that needs protection.
I am going to have a conniption in my rear stuff. I need a doctor.
Terrence, I'm so sorry. You were enjoying the cheese so much, and I didn't have the heart to tell you that you're not flying, you're just gassy.
Well, I feel pretty freaking high right now, and I don't know if it's the Velveeta cheese or whatever we did before that.
New emotion.
I feel pretty flummoxed about this whole situation, and I'd like you to come to my counselor with me.
I would love to come to your counselor with you.
New thing you would love.
I would love to bang your counselor.
Once again, I find myself flummoxed. I feel like if that's something you need to do, then I support you, and I would love to introduce you to Dr. Dellum.
New name for the counselor.
Counselor McBride.
New name for the counselor.
Counselor lady with the lean glasses. She only counsels 8th through 10th grade, and specifically for people in AP classes.
Yeah. Think that that'd be
So
really
you're gonna
great.
need a visitor's pass.
Okay. I will. I can do that because I have a real ID because I'm a real citizen here.
New way to show that you're a citizen.
Yeah, all right.
Oh man, that got thunderous applause.
Wow.
Great.
Sorry, our next thing is the music monologue, so I wanted to make sure that I could make that work. Beatty, are
Wow.
you going in and out of your car over and over again?
He's rearranging the saucepan lids in the kitchen.
Yeah.
We're starting a stop band.
I thought it was muted. I'm sorry.
Hey, buddy, we love you. We love you.
You're fine.
All right, so our next thing that we have here is a music monologue.
Mhm.
So what's going to happen is I have selected some music that I will play under Heidi Joy. I'm going to trust my fellow Plan B people to quickly post if it's too quiet or too loud in the Zoom chat, since I had to switch computers and my levels are messed up. And Heidi Joy is going to make a monologue based upon the music and a suggestion that I'm going to randomly hear that we haven't used yet. Let's see.
I see. Submarine.
Submarine is great. Submarine.
All right.
All right. So this is a music monologue, Submarine. All right. So what's going to happen? So steal yourself. Everybody's going to stop their video. I'm going to give you the floor.
Brendan.
Yeah.
Can we just try to remind ourselves the next game after this is going to be notes. So if we could have something that two people are working together to accomplish for that game would be a great suggestion.
And somebody's going to be putting those notes into the chat. Is that how?
I got
you.
I got
Okay,
you.
cool. Yes. So something people are working together to accomplish. Thank you, Jason. Start putting that into the YouTube. You guys are doing awesome. I love looking at this. All right. So, so Heidi Joy, this is your music monologue about submarines, and I will get you set up. Just give me a second. This is going to be very powerful. Here we go.
All right, guys, I know that it seems strange that there's plenty of us clowns that have to come in to this submarine, but it's a new day. That's right. We can't just go out in the public. We can't just be out touching peanuts and sharing a snack. That's right. We gotta isolate ourselves. We're in the submarine. Back here in the submarine of the clowns, we got pastrami sandwiches for you. That's right, no funny things. Pastrami. And that's right, you get a pair of flippers. And I don't just mean like for swimming. I mean just because they're big clown shoes. You know what I'm saying? The meat, Sergeant Pickles. That's right, I'm here to teach you the clown way. That's right. One time after me. Uh-huh. This is how they do it. That's right. And so when you get out of here, this clown school, you're gonna swim, you're gonna fly, you're gonna be a little gassy, but you'll have some good submarine dance moves. You're gonna be the best above water and underwater. To that,
The best above and below water.
no.
We're just figuring out all this technology. We're geniuses now, guys.
It's great. Yeah, we're gonna.
This is better than 90% of my work meetings. We're doing great.
Yeah.
Wow. Guys, just so you all know, I'm on my phone, so this has been fun.
You're killing it.
Everyone's doing great. This is awesome. And so are you, the audience watching. You're fantastic as well. We couldn't.
We
do
can
it
tell.
They are.
We love you. Thanks for coming.
We do.
Thanks for joining us.
Wow.
Yeah.
People were asking about your dog earlier, Leanna. They wanted to.
No, I brought him up.
Oh, you did? Oh, good, good.
This is
Jake.
Jake.
Jake the pug.
Best.
Oh.
Jason, you hosting notes?
Yeah, I'd love to host notes. No, I'm hosting notes, and we had asked for a petty crime, and I'm looking here to see what we have here, and oh, it looks like we have one that's not that petty, but we're gonna go with arson.
I think we had. I think we had asked for things that they were working together to accomplish.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
yeah.
Well, that works too. What do you know about that? You guys are working together. You're gonna burn down the house with this next improv game. The game is Notes. And earlier we asked you guys, this was actually extremely successful. We asked you all out there in the general public to write down on a Google Doc, a Google form, to give us some notes. And we have them standing by. And one of our delightful members, Michelle Jenkins, I believe, has volunteered to write these notes into the Zoom chat intermittently for our two improvisers who happen to be Brendan and Leanna, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. So before we go on to notes, though, I will say our penultimate improv for the evening will be Irish Drinking Song. So we'll be looking for a suggestion for the Irish Drinking Song to take it away after this next. And then after that, we'll be playing Sex With Me Is Like. So if anyone has some suggestions for Sex With Me Is Like, any topic, anything, might as well just knock those two things out right away, because that's what we're let's just knock Sex With Me out right away. Anyway, so we have Brendan and Leanna doing notes. Their thing they're working together to accomplish is arson. Michelle will be feeding them your notes. Thank you all so much. Let's give them a round of applause. Yay!
I just want you to know
Okay.
that there is nobody else I would rather be doing this with than you, Tim.
Thanks, Sandra. I mean, I think as soon as we change all the fluorescent light bulbs in this office, which will cause arson to happen, we will be able to collect all the money from the office and get married. That's what you want, right?
Yeah, all that money to get married.
To get married because
Married.
because we're in love. And I know we've known each other a week, but we've got it.
Yeah. I don't think my sidekick here is comfortable with the arson idea.
Uh-oh.
I think maybe we try it out and we try to get the money, but take it slow after that.
Okay, I'm okay with that. But before we take the next step, I gotta say something. Does this mask make my butt look big? Because I'm wearing, the mask.
Oh, I wasn't gonna say anything, but
and it like accentuates
I just want to reiterate
my butt.
we should be taking it slow.
Why don't you want to know? Why don't you want to talk about my butt?
Ooh. Okay. This is the best mustache I've ever laid my eyes on.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. when I bought the mustache mask, I just thought that Sandra will really like it because we're committing arson together and then getting married and spending the rest of our lives together.
Yeah,
And so,
they might see you on like the video and think that maybe you actually have a mustache or are capable of growing one.
I know. Yeah.
They'll throw it off our trail completely.
Well, I mean, ever since you sent me that email about the best way to commit arson, and you wrote, "When will my husband return from war?" Huh. I really was like, that's a weird thing to put in this arson notebook, but it really tells me about who Sandra is.
Hey, I try really hard to create an identity.
Yeah.
And, like,
A war widow identity. I love it.
yeah, because like that, but also like, I'm a chicken.
Oh, that's such a deep cut identity. I love it, Sandra. I'm Mustache Mask Man, and you're Bok. I'm a chicken. Oh wow. Who is also missing her husband from war? Oh boy.
It's really sad. Like, obviously, it's good because like the people who keep with my coop get eggs or whatever this metaphor is trying to be. But like,
I gotta say something. It kind of looks like cottage cheese. I mean,
saying that my story isn't spoofed.
I mean, it's just kind of, got little pebbles of.
You know what? Maybe we get this money and we take it real slow after.
Wow. So you're just gonna have me commit arson? We're gonna get married, and then we're gonna take it slow after we're married? Is that what you're saying?
Well, you should probably get that checked out.
Thank you. Yes. All right. So we're gonna do this Irish drinking song, right?
Yeah, we're doing it.
All right. Okay. So let's. I like this one right here. We're gonna do this one that I've just found. This is so an Irish drinking song. We have our four improvisers, which are Jason, Ryan, Michelle, and Chris. I'm gonna give you guys numbers.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
For the sake of all of our sanities. It's going to be Ryan, you're going to be 1. Jason, you're going to be 2. Chris, you're going to be 3. And Michelle, you're going to be 4. Okay, so those are your numbers. They're going to make up an Irish drinking song for you guys on the spot. Woo. And when I tell you they have not rehearsed this before, I can guarantee you, who knows what's going to happen. We have a great suggestion here for our Irish drinking song, and the Irish drinking song subject is trying to find hand sanitizer.
Oh man.
This is the Irish drinking song in April 2020, trying to find hand sanitizer. Everybody in the chat, give me a big round of applause. Woo! Take it away.
Oh.
I was trying to find hand sanitizer.
I looked everywhere.
I went into the CVS.
I looked under a bear.
There was none to be found, though.
I screamed up at the sky.
Why would you take it all?
Why, oh, why, oh, why?
I decided to make my own.
I squeezed a lot of bottles.
I thought it would turn out great.
I squeezed them all full throttle.
It turned out kind of sloppy.
It was kind of a mess.
It went all over the place.
And all over my new dress.
Oh,
I found the last bottle
underneath the stairs.
I guarded it so closely.
Kept it in my underwears.
One day was hot.
I didn't quite hear that.
And so I held it closely.
And shared it with my cat. Oh,
The moral of this story.
If you need hand sanitized,
you got to make your own.
And don't get it in your eyes.
Ooh.
Hoard that stuff with your life now.
keep it close at hand.
And maybe one day soon.
You'll end up in a magical land.
That's powerful. Good job. Ah, what a beautiful song.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to, I hope you guys have had a great show. We have one more game for you, and then we'd like to let everybody say goodbye, say their name, and maybe say something special to anyone out there that's watching. But before we get to that, we want to play a game called Sex With Me Is Like. Nice glasses, Michelle. Those are very nice.
Yeah.
We'd like to play a game called Sex With Me Is Like. It's one of our favorite games to play. And all we need are some suggestions from you guys, and I believe we've gotten a few here. We're going to look and see. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I got one right here. A fire hydrant, ladies and gentlemen. A fire hydrant. That's the way that the game works. We'll take your suggestion and explain to you how sex with us is like that thing. The name is Fire Hydrant. Take it away, anybody.
Sex with me is like a fire hydrant. Everyone gather around while this thing blows.
Sex with me is like a fire hydrant. I'm gonna need some hose.
Sex with me is like a fire hydrant. You shouldn't park it here, but it'd be so convenient.
Sex with me is like a fire hydrant. You need a fireman to open it up.
Sex with me is like a fire hydrant. In the summer, I just spray it on people in the street.
Sex with me is like a fire hydrant. Unlike popular opinion, I don't like to be peed on.
Ah.
Oh.
Whoa.
Popular opinion?
Okay, new topic. All right, we have another one. This is great. Good job, everybody. A new one right now called "Sex with Me is like going to the Apple Store."
Sex with me is like going to the App Store. You can't do it right now, but maybe in a couple months.
Sex with me is like going to the Apple Store. Whatever you get is going to be expensive but clean.
Sex with me is like the Apple Store. I have appointments every 5 minutes.
Sex with me is like going to the Apple Store because I do it with Granny Smith.
Yeah.
Sex with me is like the Apple Store. A lot of people show up to play, but nobody buys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sex with me is like
Sex
going
with
to
me
the
is
Apple
like
Store.
the Apple Store. You're gonna spend at least 30 minutes at the Genius Bar.
Is that what you call it?
Sex with me is like going to the Apple Store. Years have gone by, but it hasn't really changed.
Sex with me is like going to the Apple Store. I prefer contactless payment.
Okay, new topic.
Yes.
Yes.
A chocolate chip cookie, everyone. A chocolate chip cookie.
Mm-hmm. Sex with me is like a chocolate chip cookie. I prefer my butter soft, not melted.
Sex with me is like a chocolate chip cookie. Even when it's bad, it's good.
Sex with me is like chocolate chip cookies. I love the ones from your mom.
Oh.
Sex with me is like a chocolate chip cookie. The first one was a mistake.
Sex with me is like a chocolate chip cookie, so please don't snicker at my doodle.
Yes.
All right, I got two more. We got a Michael Bay film, everyone. A Michael Bay film.
Sex with me is like a Michael Bay film. There will be several explosions throughout, but but you'll know it's over when it's over.
Sex with Me is like a Michael Bay film, Transform Her.
Oh.
This is a very limited audience one, but Sex with Me is like a Michael Bay film, suggested by Samuel Flint.
Ah. Sex with Me is like a Michael Bay film. It's part of a franchise.
Like a Michael Bay film. Don't worry about the plot. You'll still enjoy yourself.
Sex with Me is like a Michael Bay film. When you look at me from a distance, you're gonna say, "I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him." I couldn't pull it off.
Sex with Me is like a Michael Bay film. You're gonna pay about $15 and you're still gonna sit in the sticky chair.
Oh.
Sex with Me is like a Michael Bay film, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: The Secret of the Ooze.
Sex with Me is like a Michael Bay film. It ruined my childhood.
Oh.
Oh no.
Okay. How about this one? Maybe we can go out on this one. Sex with Me is like a Zoom call, everyone. A Zoom call.
Sex with Me is like a Zoom call. All my favorite people are here.
Sex with Me is like a Zoom call. Only became popular because of quarantine.
Sex with Me is like a Zoom call. It's getting live streamed on YouTube right now.
Oh, I got it. Sex with Me is like a Zoom call. I might be frozen making this face.
Sex with Me is like a Zoom call. We're all in our own boxes.
That's it.
Hey! That's the show, everybody. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Before we go, we want to thank the Ziders American Dream Theater. Yay! Yay! Please consider donating money to the Z so they can continue to have people like us and other great performers locally and not locally come and do stuff at this local venue. Please support Plan B Comedy. Yay!
Yes.
Find us on social media and give us a like on Facebook, on Instagram, on our YouTube page. There's tons of videos you can watch on our YouTube page. Plan B Comedy on YouTube and Facebook, and Plan B_comedy on Instagram. And last but not least, we want to thank every single person here. So let's go around real quick and everybody say your name and say a shout out to anyone you want real quick. I'll go first. Hey, my name's Jason Kipros. I appreciate you guys very much. And I want to big a lot of love, not just to these guys, all my friends and my family out there. Everybody stay safe, and we'll see you all soon with lots of hugs.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay!
I'm Brian Clemens. I just want to say, have a happy weekend. Yay!
Yeah.
Yay! I'll go next. Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm Heidi Joy, and I wanted to say hello to everyone that I love out there. Be kind and happy belated birthday to my mom.
Yeah. Happy birthday. Belated.
Hey, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Heidi Joy's mom. My name is Leanna Chris. If I still have family and friends from all over watching, I want to give some love to you. I'm super amped that people who couldn't see me before because they don't live near me are here. And I'm just super excited to spend the time with you guys. This is a weird time, and it was great to laugh. So I love you guys.
Woo!
I'm Brendan Hoyle. I want to give a shout out to my wife Tara and Emma and Saeed watching in Richmond. And if my folks are maybe watching in Richmond, I hope they are. Hey, how are you doing? I love you guys. Mwah.
Yay!
Yay. Hi, my name's Chris. I just want to give a shout out to everyone who's watching right now and right now in the future. It's really neat to be in the present and in the future at the same time. Totally cerebral. But that's not the point. The point is, I hope everyone's having as great of a time as possible and sharing the love wherever possible.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining.
And I'm Michelle Jenkins, and here is the fart noise that you kept asking me for via text. You're welcome.
Yay!
Yay!
Beatty Barnes was with us earlier, but Beatty he's had some technical difficulties. He's also working really hard, so he wasn't able to be here, but he wanted to be here as much as he could. So big thanks to Beatty. Another big thanks to James Bryan, who is running the show.
Jim
Thank you,
Bryan.
James. And to everyone out there, one more time, thanks for being here in the present and the future president. And we appreciate you all so much. And we'll see you soon. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Logging off now.